Hi Geminis, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your How to Manifest a Partner mid-January to mid-February reading of 2018. If you haven't been here before, welcome. And to those of you who come to me for weekly, monthly, yearly readings, thank you, because I have learned so much through each of your individual paths. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm going to just ask for a word of prayer that we can close with when it comes to the end of the reading for Gemini. How must they apply the energies they have at this time into the next month from watching the video to manifest a life partner with the energies that they currently have? Now, I feel the energies of someone receiving a message from someone, and that message made them feel very good about something. So it could have been just a text, a picture, something that made them feel good. But there's going to be a message coming in that's going to happen quickly for some of you, not all of you, because I only pull in so many energies during these general free readings. But if you'd like me to pull your personal energies directly, please email me at josiek42@gmail.com. All right, so some of you are definitely dealing with someone who is a little sly and cunning, maybe a little bit not honest, maybe not so much not honest with you, but with their own soul path, okay? And in the end of into February, middle February, maybe even to the end of February, we do have a little bit of, okay, I'm feeling a couple things. Someone's either going to get up in la la land when it comes to love and not keep their feet solid on the ground because their heart is drawing for them to do something or to find something out. And another energy I have is that someone receives a message about a situation that makes them see that someone maybe wasn't honest or honest with themselves, and they are bringing a situation to a quick ending and are maybe a little bit depressed when it comes to the romance situation. Now, what's weird is I'm feeling a very fulfilling happiness anyway. Like, well, you know, I knew the fox was a fox, so I know I can stop this, or I can maybe make it into something, but what do I want? And what do they want? Sometimes soulmates connect because they're looking through a mirror at themselves. Sometimes we reflect each other. And I believe soulmates come together and they learn by this reflection about themselves. And as they move away from that entity or that human being, they feel very pulled still towards them because of the magnificent knowledge that they pulled from the connection. I hope that makes sense. So to start out with, I'm going to pull your personal energies at this time for some of you, not all of you, and I'm going to do a circle spread, and then we'll look at the energies of the person that you may be thinking of at this time. So in your current life path here on earth, you have the web card energy. So this speaks of some of you really worried about a move that you are making or a move someone else is making and how it can affect those around you or them. In your thoughts position, some of you want to just race right in and say, hey, you know what? I want you in my path. Well, in your relationship sector, some of you are going to say, you know what? To heck with it. I know this could affect other people, but I'm going after my reward, my fulfillment, my joy, my happiness, my love. In your creative aspects position, some of you are having a wish come true when it comes to financial prosperity. And in your actions position, as you take the action steps forward, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Why? Because I feel like fortune's in your favor in order to move forward, and even though those steps may affect someone else, you need to see if this reward is available to you. In your emotional aspects position, some of you are reminiscing about something of the past. You're being still very nostalgic, but remember, those cups may be beautiful, but upon closer observation, we come to the realization that at this point they are empty. In your subconscious, some of you just want to get to a point where you have that great fulfillment in your heart so you can go back about your business. your home life. But part of this reward when it comes to love energy, some of you feel like that's missing in your home, in your life in general. So in your day-to-day practical matters position, it's almost like you're at some sort of discord with yourself. It could be that some of you are afraid to make a step to change things because you're sitting on a lot of financial gain and it worries you. In the Rider-Waite deck, these swords are crossed, but in this particular deck, which is the Sacred Circle Tarot deck by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason, to me, I feel like this is almost a struggle within. So, work within, maybe on finances for the next month, and come into clarity about what steps you want to take so that you can come over this opposition within your soul. In your inner strengths position, you've got the Lord card. This is beautiful. So you have the energies of this card as a strength card to walk your path and to acknowledge all the beautiful, wonderful things that are in your life up to and through to this point here on Earth. Thinking about taking some steps, knowing the Wheel of Fortune is got you back. Let's look at a 3-card summary to my right with the same deck. So in the first week and a half to 2 weeks, yes, some of you are going to charge in and you're going to say, you know what, I know this is going to affect something somewhere or somehow, but I had to take these steps because I feel that there is great success with the Chariot energies and that if I don't take the steps, I will never know. And that is where you guys are coming in saying, maybe I want to be your husband, I want to be your spouse, I want to, however it applies. And somehow you guys are going to be reborn by doing so. Either you're going to be looking at this brand new path for the first time, or you're going to be re-experiencing a part of yourself in the same path you were in because of the knowledge you acquire in the next week and a half or two. So this is you shining like the sun, feeling very fulfilled, happy, joyful, and looking at this path for the very first time. And the path you guys are looking at may involve a female fire sign or someone who is very fiery, who's very passionate, who's very attractive, who gets things done. She may have fire in her chart, he or she, in this case we're talking a queen, Sagittarius or Leo, sun, moon, or rising, and spiritual's advice is to say, with the World card energies, you could bring one path in your life right now to an end and step into a brand new world portal to begin a new path. When I see this card, it always reminds me to mention, are you going to choose this path over here full of seduction and passion, but always confusion and bewilderment and a little bit of instability? Are you going to follow the seductive snake that's very attractive, that eventually turns around and devours your heart and your soul, but it leaves good memories? Or are you going to choose the path of the sun, where you're going to step into the sunlight and let spirit shine upon you what is best for you in a new direction? Yes, some of you in the next week or two, towards I feel the next 2 weeks, are going to realize with the shaman card energies that you were in the wrong path. So now you're going back to center and you're starting to think about what it is you want to manifest. What is this new path going to look like for you? When I say in the wrong path, we've got spirit around us because they're always trying to guide us in our walk here on earth in a way that's more peaceful, happy, joyful, content, and etc. So they're always over here saying, come over here, come over here. We're trying to guide you towards this happy path. And we have freedom of choice, right? We get to choose, and we choose our human paths because we're driven by whatever desires we're driven by. Yeah, as you guys are trying to manifest something moving forward, you've got to somehow, as you're manifesting, at the same time release energies of defeat and disillusion, however that applies to you. And of course, when I do personal readings, I get way more into how that applies to you. With the High Priestess energies, this is looking at a path ahead of you, and you are being led in a way where she's going to shine a lot of light on this path to give you more clarity where there may have been confusion. It's a time to be prudent with your time, your money, and just wait, because something will happen quickly, and it has to do with a bounty of fulfillment, but this is a time of self-reflection. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, We've got suffering, yes, that needs to be healed. This has to be let go of. It's blocking your path, Geminis. And it's a good time to think of something creative, like with this great game, something traditional. What did your grandparents do? Could you film it? Could you sell it online? What is it that you would like to do that's traditional? Ooh, that also offers great stability. You guys have the druid energies. This means you have the energies like the magician. You have all the elements, earth, water, fire, air, to be able to manifest whatever you so choose at this time. And I think that in the next 4 to 5 weeks, if you guys really take these energies and apply them and figure out how you can manifest only what you can control, which is hobbies, skills, talents, and finances. To some extent with finances, and I'll explain that later. Spirit is bringing in an Ace of Wands for you. A brand new, beautiful, passionate, exciting path being blessed to you from the universe. The ability to come together with someone and to contemplate, is this real or is it just fantasy? To get to the bottom of a situation and to come to a peaceful resolution of maybe a 3-party connection or thoughts of a 3-party connection. You are climbing up over the edge in the next 2 to 3 weeks and coming to the realization of what you've been up in your head all about. You are climbing onto the other side of success. And for some of you, this is success when it comes to inner fulfillment, okay? Try not to cling to anything that's financially related. Try to just, if you're starting to feel like you're clinging to finances or worried about finances, go and give to charity. Go and help others. Because the karmic blessings of helping others comes in the form of love or money or both. And here the Spirit is saying, with the Ace of Cups, we want to bring you in a great and beautiful blessing. Whatever this means to you, whatever it is you want. But you've got to remember not to get lost in fantasy, to be clear about what or who it is that you want. We have a beautiful lady energy here, who's very spiritual, very connected to spirit, who takes just the simplest things in life, like shells and flowers, and she creates beautiful things, and then she goes and she shares her wisdom and her knowledge and the things she has manifested with others, who's very caring and giving. And some of you are getting excited about stepping into that path. So as you connect into this path that I feel has to be tied to some sort of nostalgic energies, or as you take each step and things start to bloom, like the flowers and the grass grows and the leaves open, as things start to flow, you'll know whether or not it's the right path. And then when I see that energy, I feel that it is. But Spirit is saying to look at a situation as it's an adventure, okay? Not as it needs to become something. Because again, Spirit's saying, as long as you continue to regret and mourn over the past, you cannot see the beautiful cups that they're trying to bring in for you. So they're saying that they're offering you the Star card energies, which is a major arcana, to hope, wish, and pray on a wish and make it come true. But they are saying be careful what it is that you wish for, because of this discord within. In fact, the discord within is causing you to feel restricted somehow, for some of you, not all of you. Sometimes when we're caught up in our emotions and we need to get past them, they will slow down the other energies in our life. They will knock us off balance and affect our financial abilities. So I feel like creatively in the next month, it is important to just stay focused on financial prosperity in your day-to-day living until you can come to closure with some sort of inner opposition. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, some of you, not all of you, are going to say, oh, thank goodness, I came through this transformation. I'm done. I'm being reborn. I'm laying down the struggles of the past. I've reached the 10 of Wands. And now I can lay down my sword of self-defense, and I can go into a time of contemplation, like I said. That's when your sun is going to shine. That's when you guys are going to start to feel so fulfilled. And that's when you're going to be able to come out of your head and ground yourself. You're going to be able to happily abandon something from the past, and you're going to be able to step into a new beginning with the Ace of Swords again. Wow. Cutting away from all that was and stepping in the direction of something new. Making a sacrifice to manifest a new path ahead, connecting out to others and having others connect back to you and finding fulfillment in your foundation. Offering your heart, looking for harmony for some of you. Take some time to observe and listen to your intuition, because we do have the underworld energies, which is someone who may have ulterior motives, or both of you do, or one of you does. And again, with the three people, who are you most dedicated to? Well, of course, we're always to remain dedicated to ourselves first and foremost. And then we need to decide how we're going to go from 3 to 2. So for some of you, that's a lot going on in your thoughts, in your energies, and your surroundings. Now I'm going to pull there's a lot of fear here about moving ahead, and there's a focus on abundance. Moving ahead, offering your heart, bringing things to an end, and moving towards some of you, someone who's very fiery. All right, so I want to use the Tarot of the Hidden Realm deck so we can look at the energies of the person that you guys are thinking of. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Gemini with clearly defined messages regarding the person or energies that are who they are connecting with at this time on into mid to end of February. Wow. Okay, so the person you guys are thinking of has the energy of the Ten of Swords, so they've been through a long and difficult path. They are coming to an end, but in their thoughts, they're still wondering if they need to give this long and difficult path another opportunity. But they have the owl there of wisdom helping to lead them away from this difficult path. Now, in the relationship aspect position, this person is moving very slowly. They're working on either their finances or on how to bring a difficult situation to close. In their creative inspirations position, they're creatively wanting, maybe using their creativity to connect out to you. And in their actions position, they're just kind of waiting to see what this cup fills up with. Do they want to offer a cup of love to you? Are you going to offer a cup of love to them? As you're going into deep nostalgia, they're contemplating bringing an end to this situation. Subconsciously, they're trying to run away from this difficult path. And in their day-to-day practical matters position, they have the energies of the Star card as well. To hope, wish, and pray on a star to manifest a new beginning. And they have the energies in their inner strength position to break free from a long and difficult path, to realize why they had to go through what they went through, and now it's like they're being reborn. And that's about the time you guys are stepping into your beautiful path on your own. So in the first week and a half to 2 weeks from watching this video, the person that you are contemplating or thinking of maybe dealing with a court situation, maybe even a child, but they're trying to get to the truth of a situation about a passionate path or a financial path. And they have the energies of the Strength card to maintain what it is they're doing. They're doing very well. They are hoping to step in a new direction because they've come a long way, but they're trying to make sure they do everything accurately, precisely, and perfectly. With the Eight of Swords energies, they're protecting and defending because they feel like they are very stuck, and they are hoping that with the Ace of Swords energies to start a new direction. They're just fearful of what direction they're heading in, and they don't know if this has all been about fantasy and passion and nothing else. Therefore, they're afraid. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, we have a secret here. This person is looking at themselves as both a creative, loving, giving, spiritual person, and yet they are having a hard time with a secret. The Hierophant there is to tell this person they've gone a long ways, they've succeeded, and they can step in a new beautiful path of happiness and joy. Part of them really wants to run away and not care what anybody thinks. And again, they could be a fire sign, Sag, Aries, or Leo. They're looking at the connection as a beautiful wish come true, but at the same time, I think they know that there isn't enough love right now in this connection to grow into something more successful. Now, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we've got this person opening up in their outcome position with their heart, their intuition, and they are deep in thought. They are having to go past their whole life and think about how far they've come and who they are now and what they want moving forward, as they're also dealing with some sort of regret. They're trying to make a difficult decision, and you or they are dealing with maybe some harsh words, which is making things become less and less exciting. You know, I think both of you are looking at the situation like, well, it was a cup of love. It was a nice gesture. It was some flirtation, but I don't know if it's going to grow. You know, we connect well together. We could even be prosperous together. But now's the time to look at things from every perspective before making any decisions about what must be done. Because they are going through a healing period with the temperance energies and are trying to create a new direction. And then something happens here. We have a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy, and or a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy. All kind of stuck in the way. And with the World card energies, this is about bringing something to an end and stepping through a portal towards what could be you guys. But they're really focused on too much partying. They're focused on too much, too many other people in your life, Gemini, so they're kind of holding back. I think this person wants something much more seriously than you guys do. Which is fine. Then you guys just need to figure out if you want it that way or not, to have a discussion, to be able to, you know, come out of opposition with yourself and just say, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, and if they like it or don't like it, fine. Yeah, because again, I'm seeing 3 people. I'm seeing not getting to the truth. And yeah, this person's really battling, wanting to maintain the secret, and part of them wants to just kind of take off and do their own thing. All right, so for spiritual guidance for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and add to the Sacred Circle deck the Wisdom of the House of Night deck. Spiritual guidance, please, for Geminis as they are trying to manifest a connection now on into and through the middle to the end of February 2018. So we got the High Priestess of Fire here. She's going to help for you guys to take the steps that are necessary, even if they kind of burn the web a little bit. It's about getting down to the nitty-gritty, getting on the other side, having a face-to-face discussion, really getting to know each other and deciding whether or not you want to be this husband material, this father material, this parent material, this family material. Whatever this is, Spirit is offering you the energies of the Warrior card to go and figure out what can become of this connection. Now, in your relationship sector, Geminis, you've got the 10 of Cups. You've got your love overflowing and beautiful things around you and happiness and contentment and joy, heading towards taking the steps to get clarity in a situation that involves deceit. So the energies of deceit are here, and they are tied to the High Priestess of Fire, who could be Sagittarius or Leo. And that is the person who I feel does not want to, and you don't either, affect anybody else in a process. But you have a desire at some point, Geminis, to step forward and to see, is there love here? Or is this all about deceit and negative energies and choices? So in the creative aspects position, you've got great gain and fulfillment. This is all you guys have to focus on in your creative aspects. What fulfills you, what's successful, and in your actions position, the Wheel of Fortune's turning in your favor. Now, I think the Wheel of Fortune will bring you positivity when it comes to a passionate, lusty connection, but I also feel like this has to, or the wheel has to do with the karmic energies that it represents, meaning that a lustful situation with this passionate person that is maybe attached to others or that could affect others by this person's decisions, who could have deceptive energies or not, or it's both of you, or it's you. This lust is going to affect something karmically. But again, in your creative aspects position, you guys are going after fulfillment and gain. So in your emotional aspects position, we have this nostalgia. And we have you guys moving ahead away from it, deciding independently, not with a group of others, to take movement forward towards your fulfillment. And actually this horse is heading towards the High Priestess of Fire. All right, so subconsciously you've got a beautiful foundation, you're contented, you've got plenty of prosperity, and you are comfortable where you are. You are feeling as though you belong. And you're contemplating whether or not the situation is what belongs with you, or person, or energy. Now, in your actions, day-to-day practical matters position is this opposition. And why are you in opposition with yourself? Well, because Spirit is sending in the Choices angel to say we have freedom of choice. This angel has a white wing and a black wing, and it is up to us to make a good choice or a bad choice on our own behalf, in our own path of what truly fulfills you. You have the inner strengths to step into your path, to walk this brand new path. You've got beautiful surroundings and animals, and now you can decide who and or what you want to bring into your path next in your inner strengths position. And Spirit is saying the High Priestess of Air is being brought into your path to either cut away from the web situation and the lust and any karma that could be attached to it. So if you don't have the strength to make a decision in your path, the High Priestess of Air is going to help make it for you. The High Priestess of Air could also be that you have the inner strengths to decide to walk a new path with someone who has air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because this is general. You are the Lord of your path. You get to decide. Have you put up a rigid wall to others? Has someone put up a rigid wall to you? Remember that they are in their own path as well, working on their own spiritual situations. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, you guys could have great success in whatever you choose to move forward towards. Spirit is already saying congratulations. You're going to get to the truth of a matter. Some of you may even get married or decide to leave partying behind to move in a new direction, to start a new path. And in the outcome position, this whole entire process was meant to teach you about your self-worth. Beautiful. So focus on what is best for you, what truly fulfills you guys in the next month and a half or 2. I feel like you could have who you want, but that this person is has a little bit of deceptive energies, but maybe that's been what the passion is about. And in the outcome position, we have the playful energies. So really enjoying a playful connection. But I see chaotic love energies and a forbidden doorway, a message that comes as a reminder of the past. Wow. Lots of stuff. All right, so I want to real quick, and I know we're getting close to a half an hour. I'm trying to make these shorter, but people seem to like them. So we might, I don't know. I'm just going to let Spirit decide the length of each of these and not worry about it. All right. The Journey of Love is Alana Fairchild. I just got this Oracle deck, and Spirit's saying that you guys are in the space between the worlds. I love this deck. So this is number 24. Could be in 6 weeks. You finally come face to face with the situation and get some clarity that you need. In the meantime, there is a sense perhaps that we wouldn't mind having a map of this unknown terrain, or perhaps that we are happy to wing it and make it up as we go. Either way, there is a space to just be. It is a receiver for the divine blossoming. Trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow, and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationship is sprouting a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now, as your life energy supports this. When sky can imagine, the dark awake. In awe, light pervades, and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold of birth. So the word of prayer we pulled earlier for you guys is mercy. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and towards others. And I feel this is really important. I'm going to read from the book. And it's not that I don't know what these cards mean when I read from the book. It just means that I like how each author presents their beautiful artwork. This card asks for you to notice the way in which you relate to people, including yourself. If you are kind and thoughtful towards others, you will have a higher self-esteem, like we talked about, self-worth. When you can't control how another person treats you, mercy and compassion are usually returned in kind. This card is a message for you to avoid gossip or criticism of yourself and others, and to consciously speak in loving and empowering ways. The higher energy generated by positive words will insulate you from negativity. This is the true meaning of judge not, lest you be judged. Okay, so spend time working on your inner opposition of self and what it is that you truly want, because as we ask Spirit for what it is we truly want, that's when we so shall will receive, right? Will so shall receive. All right, so I hope that answers some questions. I hope that brings clarity, and I hope to hear from you soon at josiek42@gmail.com. Take care and God bless.